But first, the bride and groom who celebrated their big day with a series of high-powered burnouts. The matrimonial madness captured from every angle by professional cameramen. Well, now the honeymoon's over for these rev-head newlyweds, and a current affair caught up with the couple as they faced the music in court.
Do you think that was a safe way to celebrate your wedding? Would you have preferred it if there was less burnouts that day?
This has got to be the dumbest wedding celebration I have ever seen.
Remember the days when a bride and groom celebrated their wedding by heading off into the sunset, dragging a just married sign on their car? Well, these guys don't. These bridal parties love the smell of burning rubber on their big day. And now one groom has ended up in court.
Do you think that's a smart thing to do on your wedding day?
When Halal Murhi married bride Dima, they posted their wedding video online. With Rolex watches, Louis Vuitton cufflinks and Christian Louboutin shoes, this was always going to be a fairly spectacular celebration. But this is a couple who wanted more than the usual shots of married bliss. They also wanted to see some skids. There's no helmets, no stunt coordinators, no safety cordons, as a suburban street is turned into a skid pad. There's also multiple cameras capturing every angle, even a drone hovering just above the power lines. Among those laying down some rubber is the groom himself, flashing a smile for the camera. But there were no smiles when Halal Murhi faced court.
Hi Halal, Dan Nolan from A Current Affair. How are you going?
Excuse me.
He's charged with dangerous driving and prolonged sustained loss of traction. Police call that charge aggravated burnout.
Just wanted to know how you think that was a safe way to celebrate your wedding, doing those burnouts.
Despite the damning video, which included the registration plate on his car, Halal Murhi is pleading not guilty.
So you're pleading not guilty, you're saying you weren't driving the car that day, Halal?
Since we first exposed his bridal party burnouts, he's also posted a photo on his Facebook account with the hashtag as seen on A Current Affair.
You kind of can't really brag about it on Facebook and then try and tell a court that it wasn't you.
When the burnout video first went viral, Halal also took to Facebook to defend his actions.
They were professional stunt drivers, organised by the local council, and all roads were blocked off with the assistance of our friendly local area command.
Inspector Phil Brooks from New South Wales Police says there's no way this was done with their assistance.
We certainly wouldn't be getting engaged in any sort of activity that would support such a dangerous driving practice.
Of most concern to police is the fact a small boy is seen standing just metres from the high-powered action.
It's difficult to comprehend that adults driving cars would engage in this sort of behaviour where there's children present. It presents a significant risk. If that vehicle's running off the road involved in a crash with that child, that's really certain death.
When Halal Murhi faced court, his bride Dima was there to support him.
What about you, Dima? It's your wedding day as well. What did you think of that as a way to celebrate the wedding?
It seems she's there for Halal in sickness, in health and in aggravated burnout.
Would you have preferred it if there was less burnouts that day?
Halal's case has been adjourned after the wedding videographer failed to show up on hearing day to give evidence. Motoring expert Ian Luff believes this new craze is not a safe way to celebrate.
They don't understand what can go wrong, and as we know it's supposed to be a wedding, it could easily end up as a funeral.
Halal and Dima aren't the only bridal party spending a small fortune on high-powered cars. The infamous Salim and Aisha nuptials shared some striking similarities. right down to the colour scheme at the reception, but no burnouts. Sadly for Salim, Halil and Dima had their wedding first.
Do you think Salim Mahasia was trying to copy your wedding? Do you think you've got him covered, or is his better than yours?